Hey guys, I'm back for number 2 of bad and good oils. We have a lot to cover, so stay tuned. I'm bringing this to you actually a day earlier because I really need a shower, but I was like, I don't want to make people wait any longer. And also, like, I'm feeling pretty proud of my hair. I am not good at updos, and it looks pretty great in my opinion. Let's get to it. We have a lot to cover. So the bad oil today is going to be vegetable oil. Now, I know that brings no surprise. Even people that aren't searching on the health journey know how bad vegetable oil is. One big giveaway is that it's very affordable. Now, price is not the only thing to look for, whether you're looking at good or bad. Vegetable oil can be extracted from plants like soybean, canola, sunflower, which we also talked about in the last video. That was the bad oil in the last one. And then corn. So, and you never know which, it could be a mix of them. Because it's highly processed, it is typically what's put in our highly processed foods because it's affordable, which keeps the food people are buying affordable so they can keep making their money, right? That's just how commerce works. Because it's highly processed, it's probably extracted with high heat and chemical solvents like hexane, which I had to look up, but it derives from petroleum, which is disgusting. And none of our food should ever touch or come in contact with things like that and then given to us to consume. It is very sickening and discouraging to know that that is normal and accepted. Because it can come from sunflower oil, it can be very high in omega-6s, and if not balanced with omega-3s, then it creates an imbalance in your body and puts you at risk for a lot of inflammation, chronic disease risk, heart health, everything that you're buying. If it does not the way God made it when you buy it, if it does not look how it came out of the ground or off the tree or whatever, then you know it's processed in some way or form. So look at the label, look at how it's processed, and you can save yourself a lot of problems. Now let's get to the good stuff, the good oil, which today is coconut oil. And yes, it's from Costco. Is this by any chance the best oil or version of coconut oil out there? No, it's not. But it is good because it says organic virgin, cold pressed, unrefined. So, which means no GMOs and all the things. As I've said in the past videos, and I will continue to say, and it will continue to stand whether I say it or not, is that labels matter and moderation matters, okay? Just because it's good for you, just because it has all the right labels and processing and ingredients and all the things, does not mean you can have as much as you want whenever you want. Our bodies need balance. It needs exposure to different things to create an ecosystem, a gut health that our body thrives on. So just because I'm telling you the good stuff does not mean you go out and buy some huge thing of coconut oil and use it every day, all day, and everything you ever do. And we'll get into some reasons why. Some pros about coconut oil is that it can stand high heat, same as avocado oil. Avocado oil is better for deep frying though. So if you deep fry things, then you want to use avocado oil because coconut oil cannot stand that level of high heat. But because it can stand high heat, it means that the things inside of it doesn't oxidize and become harmful, moving into our bodies and causing a lot of internal issues like vegetable oils can do. Foods that coconut oil is good for would be like stir fries, Asian dishes, baking. We like to put it in our popcorn. We don't really want to put a lot of butter, even though I do buy good clean butter. So we bought the beautiful brand, like steam or heat popcorn, like you put no liquids in it. It just pops it. And I started doing that because I one time looked at the label of our store-bought popcorn and it had dyes in it. And I was like, what in the world? And dyes will be covered in future videos. You might already be aware of how harmful they are and already on the journey to try to cleanse. If not, stay tuned for that. But it had dyes in it, our store-bought popcorn. And so then I started the journey of figuring out how we can make homemade popcorn. TJ almost started a fire in our house twice, doing it on the stove, which is how my dad does it. And I don't know, we just didn't pay attention good enough or whatever. And so that was when we quickly bought this machine because we still wanted to maintain good, healthy popcorn, which we eat every week for family movie night on Sundays. And we liked flavoring it with the coconut oil. We like the flavor that it puts on it. So we do the popcorn and then we heat the coconut oil, melt it down, and then drizzle it on. Put some Celtic salt on there, which we talked about, and delicious, wonderful, love popcorn. And let's see, pros: it's dairy free. It's good for like a vegan diet. It's also good for keto diets. I'm not a fan of diets, and I'll tell you quickly why. Diets are with the mindset of temporary, and anything we do temporarily doesn't last. So whether you're doing it for weight loss or to fix a health problem, once the problem's fixed, you're like, okay, I'm good now. Once you go back to all those same foods and processed, or, just lessening your standards a little bit, it will all come back. Your weight will come back. It might even come back worse. The health issues will come back. It might take a little longer if you truly cleansed, but it will come back. So I do things for the rest of our life. Every change I make in this home, it's permanent. It won't change back. Unless, God forbid, that our finances change heavily and I'm forced into it, to which I would just trust God for our health in that case. Make lifestyle changes, not diets. Diets are a terrible, terrible long-term results choice. And that's all I'm going to say on that in this video. Okay, so let's get to the cons, if you want to call them, on coconut oil, just because I want you to have a well-balanced view of what this oil gives, okay? So cons can raise LDLs, which is bad cholesterol, but it can also higher HDLs, which is good cholesterol. So to me, it kind of balances each other out, but we don't eat a lot of it, so I'm not worried about it. But if you do have heart risk or any kind of heart condition, then do be careful. And nobody should use this as exclusively as their only oil in their house. It is not that versatile anyway. So if you don't like the coconut flavor or smell, you can get refined coconut oil, which I would say be careful on. And honestly, if you don't like the flavor, then that's why I have avocado oil in my house, because it doesn't change the taste and flavor or the smell. I use it with everything else that I don't want coconut in and never can tell a difference. If for whatever reason you want the benefits of the coconut oil, then you can get refined. The things you want to look for if you do refined is you still want it to be organic, you want it to be expeller pressed or steam refined, and non-hydrogenated. You will still lose some things from it because of the process of being refined, which means that it's still like bleached and stuff, is that you're going to lose some nutrients and antioxidants like vitamin E. Lauric acid can be reduced, which is an antimicrobial fatty acid, and you lose polyphenols. So again, if you want more details on that, I'll put it in the description below, and you can also, as always, do some research. Look into it yourself. Verify what I'm saying. Verify what works for you. The oils I keep in my house, because I don't need a mass amount of oil options, is coconut oil and avocado oil. Coconut oil actually is in the realm of more affordable, in my opinion. One other thing to know is that when I was dealing with my functional doctor a few years ago, when I was correcting some major issues in my own body, like I've mentioned before, coconut oil and avocado oil were 2 of the 3 oils on the list, and I'll do the third one in the next video, that I could use, and there was no restrictions on when to use it or whatever. They did say obviously have a balance, but you try it. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye, guys.